One of the side effects of eating mostly fibrous meals, more plants and other things, is the increased flatulence and or gas. So. We're going vegan. Let me explain. Last week, we saw the movie What the Health, and before I've seen movies like Forks Over Knives and Food Inc., I saw them all and I was able to sort of go, ah, it's all right. But for whatever reason, and I know some people can dispute some of the facts and claims in the movies, and they are documentaries, so they have some sort of agenda, I get it. But something clicked with me. So Kristin and I are taking a 2-week vegan challenge, thus the carrot, and it's going well so far. Honestly, the hardest part has been just finding out just how much milk and cheese, dairy products, are in random things that you wouldn't think that were in. That's the hard part, is reading the labels and making sure we're not like accidentally eating milk. 4 o'clock. Time for the wog. You heard me right. I didn't say jog, I said wog. Every day at 4 o'clock, I do a wog, which is a well-intended, it's a mixture of a walk and a jog. The definition of wog is a well-intended exercise activity where you're intending on jogging, but halfway through you realize that you're just gonna walk anyway. It's my exercise time. Let's wog. It's been a while since I've been able to do a proper wog, because it's crazy, because not just last week, pretty much this entire town was underwater. We had a crazy flood. But now it's all cleared up and I can actually walk again. I do the wog every day at the same time at 4 o'clock. I'm a creature of habit. If I don't do it at the same time every day, then I won't do it at all. So I do the same, I eat at the same time, I try to go to bed and wake up at the same time. My 4 o'clock wog, I try to edit the vlog at the same time. Like, routine for me and structure is like key, and that's what bugs. That's what kind of hurts me at the beginning of summer, is because I get so thrown off my routine. If you want to do something, if you want to make a change, like I wanted to exercise more or whatever, if you want to make a change, you got to make it daily. You've got to make sure you fit it into your routine and set that time every day to do it every day, same time. Oh, hi Bear. Hi Bear. That's just kind of how I am with everything in my life, though. It's how I get everything done. It's how I balance my work and my life and my family and my YouTube. That's by having a structure and a routine that I stick to religiously, and I just don't like the feeling of life just coming at me. And like, I don't like not knowing what I'm doing the next day, or not having a plan for an evening. And that there's too many times I feel like I've wasted so much time with not being prepared. Same thing can be said for diet. So we're trying this vegan thing, and if I stick to a routine with it and have the same meals for lunch and breakfast, and then have like 5 or 6 staple dinners, I don't see why we can't make it a real thing long term. The only hard part is going to be family get-togethers, I think. This past weekend we had a pretty epic family reunion, and it was quite interesting. There's been a murder.
It's so quick, though, because people are waiting.
There's been a merger.
Got it?
Dun-dun. we're at our annual family reunion, and every year we get together at my aunt's house, and everybody gets their campers out, and the whole family comes out. And this year it's a murder mystery, and we're gonna find out a whodunit. But the fact remains, we were able to get through that whole weekend around all types of meat and dairy without feeling pressured to eat anything we didn't want to eat. So I think we can do it. I think this can be a long-term thing. The hard part is the sneaky foods, the stuff you don't know that has eggs in it, or you forget has eggs or milk. Like we had pancakes thinking that we were in the clear.
Blueberry pancakes.
But in reality, there was eggs in it. So we didn't beat ourselves up about it.
Yay!
Yay, Kristin song.
Oh, hi guys. I was listening to the Bible school, VBS Bible school soundtrack on my way to work, to and from work, so I could get an idea of what songs.
Too close. Yeah, Kristin and I, we, along with some of the other members of my family, my mom and my aunts, we do the vacation Bible school at our church. I'm like the director of it. Kristin does the music. My grandma, my mom does the crafts, and my other aunts do other things. My dad, and it's a family affair for sure. It's this Sunday, so I'm kind of getting around with it right now. If you know anything about my teaching style, you know I'm pretty simple and basic. So that's kind of how I do the Bible school too. Just put it down. We don't want to be like all in your face about trying to go vegan and all that. If we make a unique meal or a special meal, we'll share it with you. And this is just part of our journey. It's just one of the other storylines you can follow along with. Our journey with trying to go vegan, and we're trying to start a family, and the school year, and writing a book. So there's lots going on, and it's just part of our life. So we wanted to just share it with you. We're trying to get on the right track with eating healthy. Who knows if we'll be vegan. We're trying it for 2 weeks, and then we'll make adjustments based on that. But it's Tuesday, so Nick and Becca are having us over for supper, and they graciously are making us a vegan meal. I had offered to have them over, because I didn't want to have Becca, like, last minute, have to rush around and make a vegan meal, because we just started this last week, but she graciously said, challenge accepted. So we'll see what we have. We're excited to go try that out. And if we can inspire anybody, if we can inspire you to maybe make a change, a positive change about diet or exercise or whatever, then that's good.
Right, then our mission completed. I have this lovely tradition that on Mondays, I go to my grandma's after work, because for basically the past year, I've either had a choir practice in the evening or a class. So right now I'm doing my summer class, which is 8 weeks long. So I went to my grandma's last night after work to have supper. And I didn't tell her like ahead of time that I was changing, like doing something a little bit different diet-wise, that I was trying to limit my like dairy and meat. And so because of that, I didn't want to like spring that on her like last minute. So I just kind of went with it, and she said she was having potato soup, and I was like, oh, this is great. I don't think there's any meat or any dairy, but guess what, guys? In potato soup, there's dairy.
Also, we're not trying to reduce meat and dairy. We're eliminating meat and dairy. You have to just commit and say it. She won't commit. She won't say it. She won't commit to just saying no meat and dairy. Just say it. All right, heading over to the Peck Paws. They're making us a vegan meal tonight. I can't remember what Nick said we're having.
You know what? Kyle always has gas. I think he's full of crap. I think that it doesn't have. I can't tell if he has increased flatulence because I'm just so jaded by it, and
it's just the way of the world. Hello. Hello. Kristin's jumping about in the car. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, you finally did. Yay! Let me explain. It's the game that Nick and I play together, Destiny. The beta came out today, and we tried to get on at 1 when it came out, and it wouldn't let Nick on because of his butt's internet, and his internet's even more butts than mine. Or something else went wrong, completely wrong. But alas and alack, everything is back to normal.
You would be a Titan. No, why would you put a bubble there, you dope?
Yay, salad.
you're salad.
I believe so. Guacamole. Is it homemade guacamole?
It's avocado dressing.
Yay. Okay. I'm sure it'll taste just the same. Thank you for making this, Becca. On such short notice of our weird diet now. So Game of Thrones, Sunday was the latest Game of Thrones, and so Kristin, Nick, and I watched it. Becca's not really into it as much, but anyway, for the next 6 weeks or however long Game of Thrones is going on, we're gonna do a Game of Thrones minute on Tuesdays when we film this. So, okay.
You mean I'm involved?
Spoilers, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know about the Game of Thrones, then I guess mute it. But anyway, so Game of Thrones, this episode, it started out with just as gangster.
Everybody dead.
As gangster as it could possibly turn out. We had Arya.
The only thing more gangster about it would be if she walks out with a cup and then just drops it, and opens the door.
Yeah, that would be pretty boss. But anyway, I am of the belief now. I am of the belief that I think Jon Snow was right in letting the houses that had always served the Stark family. I think he was right in not stripping them of their castles because of the mistakes.
They were children.
Yeah, and so
No.
they didn't. I think it's right because then
No.
if they didn't, so then you can't. No, you can't.
Honor doesn't win you anything in Game of Thrones.
No.
You either play the Game of Thrones or you die.
Well, I think you did the right thing. Anyway, let me know if you watch Game of Thrones. Let me know what you think. I want to know what you think if Jon Snow did the right thing or if he should have listened to Sansa. All right, before we get out of the Peckinpah's house, we have a Tuesday tradition. That's Mr. P's terrible joke of the week.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, you have to always stay ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this light's butts. I gotta come in here.
Good. I'm good?
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna play my own intro music. Thank you. How do you win the Game of Thrones?
I don't know how.
It varies. Varies. Oh, let me do it again.
Boo.
Let me do it again. How do you win the Game of Thrones?
I don't know. How do you?
It varies.
Boo. Okay, we gotta get out of here now. All right. Thank you for making us a vegan supper. And let this thaw out. It is banana ice cream. Basically, it's just bananas. And it's a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of Oreos because I'm a cookies and cream kind of guy.
This is bananas.
No.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Ooh. Anyway, so the thing about us making these health choices and switches, for me, it was trying to decide substitutes for things that I love.
Yeah, like I think you were saying that the tables really turned when you made that black bean burger the other day.
When I made, I should have filmed it. I didn't. But I made a black bean burger, and as soon as I bit into it, I went, yep, I can be a vegan because it tasted like a burger. Like, because I had all the fixings on it, and I'm like, this tastes similar to what I'm used to. So that, like, burgers and fries is one of my favorite meals. So I got that covered. Ice cream now. It's not the perfect consistency because I don't have I think I'm supposed to puree it instead. But basically, just freeze bananas, blend them up, and it's almost the same consistency as ice cream. And then tomorrow night, and we'll film this, we're gonna try pizza, which is another staple. But we're gonna do Pizza Hut. We're gonna do just a veggie pizza with no cheese, thin crust, veggie pizza, no cheese, maybe extra sauce, loaded with veggies. If it's a success, then we can add pizza. You can always homemade pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza, burgers,
Ice cream.
I mean, what else?
What else is there?
What else is there? But anyway, I don't know. We don't want this to be like, we're not going to be talking about this every single day just because, it could be a touchy subject for some people, food and health and that kind of thing. We don't want to ever come off as like, we're just starting on this and who knows how long it'll last. But I think I can do it. I don't know about it.
I'm gonna tell you that I've had a lot of challenges committing to this as a lifestyle.
But anyway, I don't want to be like all in your face, like, oh, you should stop eating meat too. No, we're not gonna do that. We just want to like show this as part of our life, on our journey for this year,
and see how it works out for us and how, just kind of share that.
If it works out for us, maybe we'll just offer some tips from time to time on some healthy eating options. But anyway, we're gonna eat some of that there ice cream for dessert. ice cream for dessert. But thanks for watching. We love you guys. You know, the YouTube channel is starting to take off a little bit. Almost, we're getting close to 2,500 subscribers. I can't even believe it.
Unbelievable, one might say.
Unbelievable. But, yeah, so thanks for watching.
At any rate,
Find your gift.
share it with the world.
And remember, you are worth it. See you tomorrow.